Radio Rahim with Nick Ball. And I'm looking forward actually to this conversation as I was at your last fight. And, it was a opportunity for you to become a world champion. And while the draw didn't allow for that, you got quite a bit of groundswell of fans and people learning your name for the first time. Like, who is this guy? Where is this tenacity coming from? What would you say is the source of that kind of burning fight inside you that keeps you going even when the fight got really tough for you boxing wise?
That's just my style and the way I carry myself and the way I fight. It's all action. It's all action, yeah, and I feel like that's the way it's always been. And this is a massive platform, and everyone got to see it, so I feel like that's what everyone wants to watch. Exciting styles and all action fighters, and I feel like that's what my style is. So yeah.
To your point, styles do make fights, and that appeared to be the classic boxer versus the puncher, possibly even brawler. People have compared you to Mike Tyson, to Marciano. Is that a style that you want to keep with, or is adding some more boxing technique something you find important?
Just depends on the opponent. I'm always going to, continue to be myself, but each opponent's different, so whatever they do, I might have to chop and change for that opponent, but as of yet, I'm just sticking to my own style, and when I need to adjust, I can adjust. I can box as well, but people haven't really seen that side of me. I can box. I box 6 foot people, as you've seen in the past, and I can out-jab them. So, yeah, it is in there, but just depends on the fight and how I'm feeling.
Well, no one would question whether or not you're trying to get it to the cards or end the night early with 2 knockdowns in the last fight and the style that you fought. It's clear that you're looking for the knockout when it comes. Are you at all concerned that a style like yours may not be advantageous if it does go to cards? And how, if that is the case, are you working towards the knockout to keep it out of the judge's hands?
This boxing's serious, innit? I'm always looking for something more than a knockout. To hurt my opponent. Yeah, to hurt them. Because at the end of the day, it's you or them in the ring, and it's not going to be me. And my style, it's putting the pressure on in it, so I'm looking to take them out.
There's also a lot of pressure on a fighter who has 2 world title shots in a row. They're very hard to come by in the boxing, as you well know. So this being your second bite at the apple, if you will, are you approaching this any differently than the first time out? And is there a bit of added pressure because, 3 times in a row probably doesn't happen?
I don't really know until I get in there, but the way I'm feeling feels different, yeah. Feels different, and I feel like come fight night, it's going to come out of me. Yeah, but I don't really know until I get in there, so we'll have to wait and see.
This is a bit of a different kind of card, being that there's a team element to it. Obviously, there's only one fighter in there at a time, and he's only facing one fighter at a time. But do you feel any added motivation to represent Queensberry and to maybe be the guy on the card that can swing it for your team?
Yeah, it is there. It's added there because it's there, but you've got to just stay focused and leave that there and stay focused on your fight and get the job done, and everything else will take care of itself. I wouldn't be here today with this opportunity if it weren't for Frank Warren and Queensberry. So yeah, he's the one that got me this opportunity, so I can't thank him enough, and I'll definitely be getting a win.
Ford poses a different kind of challenge than Vargas, but his criticism of you is that you're one-dimensional. He's a taller fighter. He's a longer fighter. He's likely to try to outbox you. What is your analysis of him, if his analysis of you, and probably approach to this fight as he's fighting a one-dimensional slugger?
I'm glad that he thinks that, yeah, because a lot of these fighters, including him, before the fights, in the build-up, they say they're going to do this, say they're going to do that, and then as soon as we get in there, it's a different story. It never happens. What they say is going to happen. Yeah, it's a different story when they get in there and face me because they realise what's happening and how difficult it is. So I'm glad he's thinking that way.
If this fight goes the way you hope and you've got a strap around your waist come the end of Saturday night, is it important to you to get another shot at Vargas? And do you feel like you were wronged on that night?
Yeah, I was definitely wronged on that night, yeah. I should have won. I should have the belt here with me. You know, I should be the champion. I feel like I am the champion. That's the way I'm carrying myself. But, you know, that's all in the past. But I'm fully focused on Saturday night and I'm not looking past, I'm not looking past it or past anyone. I'd never do that. That's what's got me to where I am today. So focused on that and then we'll think about what's next after that.
As you say, no one would be advised to look past the fight in front of him, especially coming this Saturday night. But there's, Josh Warrington out there. Obviously, as I said, the rematch with Vargas. Do these things, like, as you see your career unfolding and the opportunities you've had early on, what is most important to you, to continue on and maybe get a bigger fight like Warrington, or to somewhat correct the record and finish business with Vargas?
Yeah, if I had to answer one of them, it'd probably be Vargas. Yeah, if I'm honest. Yeah, because I feel like they've done me dirty on that one, so I'd want to fight him again and take him out properly this time.
And I know that you have a bit of a gene of an analyst. I've seen you give some predictions and chat of the fight. So we're just on the heels of Undisputed, something that we haven't seen in 25 years. And from some corners, there has been some debate about how those cards shone out. Who did you think won the fight?
What fight?
Fury Usyk.
It was a close fight. I thought Fury was doing well. He was doing very well, and he got a bit too comfortable. I think, or I don't know what went wrong. He got caught, and I feel like if it weren't for the knockdown, he probably would have won, in my opinion. Yeah.
And lastly, on your analyst hat, the big heavyweight fight on the card here, obviously, is Zhang and Wilder. Another couple of big monster punchers. How do you see that fight shaking out?
See Zhang, Zhang walking him down and, getting the job done. Yeah, I like Zhang.
Now, that's going to be the last fight on the 5-for-5 card, but could you possibly be the first knockout? And if you're predicting that, what round do you see it coming for yourself?
Definitely. And I don't really know. Hopefully early. Yeah. So I can go home and get some cake.
We know that everybody will be watching early because you're an exciting fighter. We look forward to seeing you in the ring again. Radio Rahim with Nick Ball.